Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Unfiltered. Today we have two very special guests. For the first time, we have Yasir or Yaddi. Yay. And then we have my best friend Kira.
Me again.
Yeah, for like the third time. But y'all gonna see her, so get used to it. Anyways, so today's episode is men versus women. Holding oneself accountable. The title is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to get right into it. I don't know if they knew how the episode was going to go, but I'm going to ask them some questions and we're just going to get the conversation flowing. Do you guys feel like accountability is based upon the way you were raised?
The what?
The way you were raised, like holding yourself accountable.
I feel like it can be, depending on the person. Like, I think a lot of people grow up in a house where they didn't have any accountability, and then they decide, okay, well, I don't need to be responsible for my actions and my words and whatever I have going on. I could just do what I want to out here because they was raised that way. And I think others were raised to know if you do something, you take accountability for it. If it was your fault, you say sorry, you fix it. And I feel like a lot of people carry that into their adulthood and some don't. And I think it's person to person. But I think the way you were raised does play a part of it. Because it's like, you're going to feel like, okay, obviously, like this is right from wrong. So you're going to feel like you're doing the right thing if you're taking accountability versus someone who wasn't taught that. So it's possible.
Yeah, and I feel as though it's like, you can't really escape your environment. So it's like, when it really boils down to it, it's a special few who can like differentiate from their environment versus what they feel as though is right and wrong. But when you boil it down to it, it's like your environment is going to dictate what you really perceive to be right or wrong. So it's like, I feel like that's going to be the determining factor every time. So it's like your environment is really like the main key factor for most people.
Yeah, I would say environment more so than upbringing, because it's like, how long you gonna hold on to something when you was like 12 years old?
Exactly,
like,
and that's
bro,
why I'm like, and that's why I had to say environment instead of upbringing, because it's like the way you was raised is like it's kind of broad, because it's like the way you was raised just really boils down to who did you perceive important in your lifetime. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like who really like stuck out to you, who was saying something that resonated in your life. And not a lot of people can do that to you, but you might have been able to. You might be one of the few ones who could look at a lesson and say, "Oh, all right, I can learn from that," versus just saying like, "Oh, I went through that and that was just nutty, that was weird," and not learn nothing from it. So like, I feel like that's the biggest key for me. If I'm saying, can you learn from your life lessons?
Yeah.
In a weird way, I have to respectfully disagree with you guys. Like, I feel like upbringing does play a part, and this is kind of cliche, but I do feel like at a certain point it comes down to like treat people the way you want to be treated. And I feel like if somebody does something to you, then like wouldn't you want them to apologize? Wouldn't you want them to take accountability? Wouldn't you want them to see your standpoint on it? And I feel like accountability, a big part of being able to take accountability is to say like, hey, I recognize your point of view. I see how this may have affected you. I'm sorry, or this was my fault, or this is where I went wrong at.
And see, but when you saying that is damn near assuming like most people got that lesson. People don't get those type of words in a lot of environments, and that's why I thought I gotta bring it into environmental, because it's like a lot of people don't get the right lessons. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed enough to where as though my mom, being as though she wasn't a single mother, she just knew to be a superwoman.
You're
right.
So when it boiled down to it, she gave me a lot of important lessons, and I was blessed enough to know how to decipher. So it's like those two things just so happen to click. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people get those two combinations, because it's like comprehension and direct delivery. Come on, like you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just come across those two things all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a common combination. So that should just be like, I feel like that's just what like helped me dictate what was important to me, and you know what I'm saying?
So
it was important.
being as though, like you said, that you feel like you're able to hold yourself accountable. And the same question goes for Kiera.
I can.
So when you, so in both of your situations, do you two feel like you always hold yourself accountable, regardless of what you do?
I feel like I have no problem saying sorry if I feel like I did something wrong. If I don't feel like I did something wrong, you won't have to really explain to me what I did. And if I still don't feel like I did anything wrong, no, but you know me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem saying sorry for something I was wrong for.
I'm just saying, I don't know you.
And listen.
I'm just trying to
And
figure it out.
listen. Maybe at some
It
point.
sound good, but everything that glitter not gold. So, you know, not to cut you off, I'm just saying. It sound good, but it's like, I know I'm being this nigga I could be. I'm not going to always hold myself accountable. Because it's like, I realized this when I was young.
Look at men. Look at men. Look at men. I'm not going to always hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
No.
Realistically, though, it's like, I can't hold myself accountable because it's like, I'm not going to always realize when I'm wrong.
But what about when somebody points it out to you?
Exactly.
That's no, for sure. I could be realistic to that fact.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's the whole thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Because being accountable do mean like, damn, can you realize like you ticked me off?
Obviously, you always think you're doing the right thing. I mean, if you're a good person, you hope you're doing the right thing. So you're not gonna know when someone's gonna take something the wrong way, because you have the best intentions when you're doing anything. Hopefully, so. Obviously, someone has to point it out like, hey, I didn't appreciate that. And then it's up to you to be accountable to accept like, hey, even though I did something well-intentioned, it didn't go over that way. So I need to be able to recognize it. And if it needs to be fixed, it needs to be fixed. If you can't do that, then you can't hold yourself accountable in my eyes. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. I feel like that's the right definition of it, too. Like, that's how you get down to the bottom of this whole topic. It's once a month. All right, when somebody bring it to you, it's all about when somebody bring it to you. Can you just accept the fact, like, oh, all right, this rubbed me the wrong way? You even though you meant it in a good spirit or in the right way, I took it a different way.
All right. Well, I think that, we kind of got a good understanding. It's time to just break the ice because there's some things that there's some some things that we need to get to the bottom to. Okay. In terms of accountability, right? Do you feel like, Yasir, and you know what, I could ask this for you too, Key, but let's start over here because, we had conversations, whatever.
Of course.
Okay. Do you feel like you string people along, that you are supposed to be held accountable for stringing people along, basically?
I'm gonna give you the B. I'm gonna say yeah.
See, I told.
But listen, let me hear what he says first. Let's start with how do you string people along? There you go. How do you string people along?
I string people along because of the fact of the matter is like, I can't. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't give up all your tears.
That's the whole thing. That's why I'm saying you my dog.
Yes, I understand.
Too far.
Okay,
so, but
I
like,
get it.
when it boils down to it, I'm gonna say it like this though. It's just like this. I string people along because just like when I paint a picture, it's like I do, in a real sense, want it to be a long-standing situation, but that at the same time don't turn to a healthy situation.
Okay.
So I feel like that's the best way to put it because it's like in my head, yeah, for the long term, I do see us standing and like getting somewhere. But like,
you truly see it.
That's what I'm saying. I can truly see that.
Okay.
But my whole problem is just like once it get into it, it's like, is that a healthy, long-standing relationship? I can't always determine how good or bad it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't determine how life is going to go. And I feel like that's where it gets sticky at. It's like, where I feel like that's the part that make it stringing people on because it's like, all right, if you're going to be here, I could at least promise, like, all right, I'm going to make sure it's cool for you. But I can't guarantee that because it's life.
See, that's my problem, I feel like, with men that I see. Like, because y'all will agree to something that y'all know that y'all can't hold the bargain on. Like, y'all will agree, oh, yeah, babe, I'm going to come in most nights. I'm not gonna come in late. I'm not gonna go out with my whatever the heck she asks you to do that you're supposed to be accountable for. Y'all will pretend, right? Oh, and then whole time you know what she want. Whole time you know what she looking for, and you'll pretend to be that. You'll tell her whatever she need to hear, but then go back and do what you want to do. And that's why it gets sticky, because you not about to change what you want to do.
Not about to change that.
Exactly.
But what I want is what I want. So I ain't gonna lie about that.
But here's my take on it, though. And this is where me and Kiera kind of disagree. But I told you I wasn't going to agree with him either. I told you he probably got a different take on it.
You did.
The way I feel like stringing along happens is when somebody, this is a true string along to me. When you're talking and your actions are following, but you're doing something, or you don't have intentions to do something long term, or you don't have intentions to keep things going.
Yeah, no, that would be the short. Yeah, that would be the real intention.
So ladies, sure. I'm sorry y'all gonna hate me for this, but I don't feel like people string you along when they doing all of this and no actions are following. Like, you gotta walk away. Like, you anybody could talk. Anybody can paint a nice picture. Anybody can sit here and say, I'll do A, B, and C for you. And I'm not even talking about like somebody saying, I'll lay down my life for you. Because obviously that's not something that happens every day. Like Kiera said, it could be something like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in a house at this time, whatever. I'm going to spend this amount of time with you. If they're not doing that with you and you decide to stay, that's not stringing along. That's you deciding to stay, in my opinion.
But one more time, because I feel like men prey on like women who have like good intentions, hope that they doing better. Because y'all will hope like, okay, she gonna give me a little bit of grace when it comes to this and this, so I can get away with this. Like, y'all be doing little math equations up here to see what y'all can get away with. Yeah, and that's what I'm not cool with. Because I'm like, you're playing games. Now, is it our responsibility, and should we hold ourselves accountable as women to require what we require and walk away when it's not being met? Yes. But it does not change the fact that the men that we care about will sit there and tell us one thing and then do another thing, because they're not really about to change, but they're going to keep you around because they like you.
All right. I'm gonna give you a little bit of God cool when it comes to that, because it's like when it breaks down to that, it's like this. You right, but it's like you got to determine how much a God like you off of
his actions.
No, not just the actions. I'm gonna put it in a more specific word for you. It's just the sacrifices. What is he willing to sacrifice to be with you, to have you in his life? You feel what I'm saying? A lot of guys do have a lot of things going on, so it's like when it boils down to it, it's like he gotta fit you into his lifestyle, no matter what age or demographic he really in. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It boils down to like, all right, bet how valuable do I feel as though she is to put her as a priority in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Because
you come down to priorities.
You feel what I'm saying? Because think about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because when it boils down to it, it's like, is it this just a sex thing, or is it a long term thing? You know what I'm saying? And most niggas don't want to get into a long term thing because they know it come with the arguments, the money, the emotions.
Real stuff y'all know what they do.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When it's like we can feed you a little bit of all the stuff you already looking for, and go ahead and think about our day. For real. So it's like that's where it's like that's where it gets sticky for the guys, because it's like we know how to deal with women
in the way you want to.
Exactly, but we don't have to. We know at what point we don't have to tolerate them.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah. But for real though,
that's a big bombshell. Yeah. Being as real as I could be, like that's a super bombshell. Like we know exactly at one point we don't have to tolerate
you.
Like,
yeah, tolerate is completely different.
That's exactly the word, because it's like because as I'm saying now again, because this is me trying to be as mindful as I can to the God. Cool, I promise I'm not. I'm not no rat.
You're not giving them nothing crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying this.
Exactly. It's just the fact that matters. It's just like
I don't be.
We all know like, and they all know like. We don't deal with y'all past a certain point. Like once y'all start too much of this,
but I feel like y'all
not enough of.
I feel like men will deal with whatever, because one thing a man gonna do, he gonna keep coming back.
If it's right,
no matter
if it's right at home,
I ain't never been wrong.
If home is good, you know what I'm saying? As long as home is good, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, of course I'm gonna come back home. Of course I'm gonna come back home if it's clean, it's safe, it's secure.
She makes sure things get done.
You
and that's why y'all know the right ones to play with.
But that's why it's up to us to stop. But that's why it's up to us to stop it, because they could try to come home as many times they can.
And they always
that's why I keep saying Mo is my freaking dog. You know what I'm saying? Because when it boils down to it, she's so realistic. And it's like, that's the whole key. It's like, can you make it that for me? You know what I'm saying? Can you keep it a safe space? Can you make sure that it's like, I want to return to you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I'm not going to do. It's going to get dangerous around this joint.
See what I'm saying?
If you keep playing with me.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I feel like, see, the thing is, though, I'm not going to change my space, though. I'm never going to change it. But listen.
Whole key. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
I'm probably not going to let you back, though. I'm going to keep my seat.
That's what I'm saying. Cool.
That's what
I'm saying. That's what you call being realistic. That's what you call being realistic.
It's gonna be safe, but you're not coming back.
I feel the same way, and that's the whole point. Is like, see, being a man, like you said. You said it earlier. You just said that a couple minutes ago. Like, men accept a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like, for a man, it's different. It's like, all right, if a shorty do second and third, will I take her back? Yeah, because if I take her back, I know it's not gonna be a whole bunch of. Now at this point, I don't have to tolerate a whole bunch from her. That's the words. That's the words I'm looking for. Once I take her back, I don't have to hold her to the same esteem that I just held her to. When we was
so y'all do kind of like lose respect every time she takes. I know
it ain't no kinda.
I know it.
Yeah.
It ain't no kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you dumb. I love you, but I'm gonna come back this joint every time.
You dumb? Oh,
I love you and you dumb.
BINGO. BINGO. Like, come on, like, let's be serious. You dumb?
Y'all always say that.
Y'all love it.
I always say that. The respect goes down.
And that's what I was just talking about.
It's not that you
on
love
women you love and that love you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It is preying upon them. You're preying on their stupidity. No. And they only stupid because they love you, dumb black behind.
No, but it's not dumb.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's not preying on them, because the fact of the matter is, we fell for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because before I realized that you was even dumb, you came off sturdy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Just like you said to me. Men play a role to a certain times, like they don't want to play no more. They start switching up, right? Females do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because what it's called, you put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Well, what does that entail when you say that? Once I put my best foot forward, there comes a side where my true colors come out.
At some point, every time.
So you can't just sit here and say, all right, the thing that you see when you first meet a person is going to be the thing I'm going to see for the rest of my life.
Right.
No, people get tired of that.
Yeah.
You don't always want to feel like that. You don't always feel like that.
People have moods. People have dimensions.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like, when it boiled down to it, it's like, no, he made that he or she made sure that they attracted you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because that's what it's about. It's all about the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Once I made sure that you in my circle and I got you to the point I wanted to get you to, which was sex, girlfriend, wife, wherever point I feel as though that you was valuable to me, we done.
But listen, this is where I do feel where you coming from, like you love people or whatever.
You only because
why fumble the ball so bad though?
That's what I'm saying. Why do y'all do that?
Why fumble the ball so bad? I feel like on both sides.
All right, explain a little bit what you mean by fumble the ball.
Y'all will have everything y'all want, and y'all will still sit there and do what you know she don't like, what you know she about to let go of you for. And y'all like, hopefully she don't find out. Why do y'all do that?
Because the ratio is 9-1.
About what?
Men to women.
Well, I knew
women
you
to
were
men.
about to say women.
That's the word I was talking to say. Women to men. It's 9 females to like 1 man.
So you hoping she can't find better?
No, it's not. I'm hoping she can't find better. It's statistically speaking, she can't.
She can.
Whoa.
She can. I'm
she
gonna tell
can,
you this right now.
But that's what I'm saying. She can.
Yeah,
right. No. In what regards are you looking for though? Because 10 times out of 10, if you find anybody that's financially or even emotionally better, if he's emotionally better, he's broker. If he's financially better, he's more of a cheater than me. Pick your poison.
Ooh.
You gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Why
so
you think
disappointed. Especially if she dated you while she was young and she didn't know any better, and then she find out her real worth.
Okay,
yeah.
well, the younger you realize, that's a super plus for the females.
Yeah.
The younger you realize,
And also the worth it plays a big role.
And then when she up her worth, What?
Yeah.
I give it to y'all, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a diamond in the rough you talking about. You're not talking about the common female. You're not talking about the average.
I get what
9 to 1. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're still talking about 9 to 1.
We're talking about average.
You talking about that's damn near.
We ain't never been average. We don't even know.
There you go. So now back to real life.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Fast forward.
I get what you
past the diamonds here that we got. That's what I'm saying. The facts of the matter is, most females don't hold themselves to a certain standards. Don't realize they worth. Don't realize
that's true,
and that's what y'all hope for.
No,
it's not what they.
I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Because if you think
for.
about it, that's what I'm saying. Don't realize. No, think about it like this though. All jokes aside, think about how much worth you can add to a competent man, like a man who already like a six figure.
That's
six
1 in. That's 1 in 10. That's what you talking about.
No.
Emotionally, financially.
No, but Kat, no. Besides the numbers, what I'm asking you is,
what can you add to him?
That's what I'm saying, right? How much value do you think you can really add to that man?
I feel like the whole table.
And that's what I'm saying, right? So with that being said, that's what I'm saying. What y'all saying, y'all diamonds, and that's what I'm saying. So right, y'all feel like you can add the whole table.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, right, a man like that is gonna appreciate that 10 times over because that's what I'm saying. He already owned it. He already looking for that. So that's the difference. I'm saying he's also, like you said, right. If you a diamond, why would you be looking for emerald or a regular rock? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He already in the market for it.
You feel what I'm saying? He already looking for one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? He already looking for the high value. So that's what I'm saying. By the time you come across that thing, it all is gonna boil down to like, all right, bet. Is the preparation meeting the opportunity?
Yeah, because I get what you mean though, because there are a lot of females that feel like, or females that even want wealthy men, but they don't got nothing to bring to the table. You want him to just do everything. You don't even cook or clean.
Like,
and
the
fact that you
keep it sanitary at least. Like, I don't even want you to like be like every night. I just want you to like make sure we clean and we gonna eat. Like, I don't want to have to spend money every night. That don't.
And I don't want to get sick because you don't never clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pine salt.
Exactly.
Bleach.
At the very least. If you do
Super
anything.
combo.
If you do anything in life, please let it be that. Yeah. But no, you got a point.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, cause it's like, that's what it boils down to. It's like, cause when it really boils down to this, all this men, women, accountability, whatever you want to boil it down to, it's simple. If you play your role, it makes it easier to play my role. And that's what you said. The problem
is a lot of men don't play their role.
No, the problem is the female don't know when to cut the man off when he's not playing his role.
Yes, exactly.
That's not the problem because, like you just said, Mo, you just brought it up. You just said, I'm not letting nobody. I'm not gonna let nobody change my situation, my outlook on life.
Okay.
I learned that as a young man.
Yeah.
Like, don't let nobody change your perspective on life. Don't let life change you. You know what I'm saying? However you feel like you want to walk through life, walk through it, man. It's gonna come with your stripes. You're gonna come with your whelps. You're gonna come with your hurt, your pain. But what does that mean?
Well, no, and at the core, I do believe in that because I'm never. That's why I just walk away because I don't know how to water it down.
Yeah,
I come how I come.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to give you half of this and pieces of that. Like. I'm gonna come with the full table, and if I know you're not ready for that, then I just gotta walk away.
And I think
I just have a hard time.
I just feel like that this is an important conversation because a lot of females feel like that they do feel like, oh no, he has to hold himself accountable. He has to talk to A, B, and C, and D to figure out what he's doing to me. He been doing that thing for years, babe, and it don't matter who talked to him. He's still gonna do the same exact thing. So it's up to you to sit there and be like, I'm hanging up the towel. And I'm dipping. I don't feel like at a certain point. Now, in the beginning, when he first does something to you and maybe he may act shocked, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you would feel this type of way. Or I shouldn't have did that to you. I get why you sitting there like, all right, I'm going to let him off the hook. Even then, though, please tread lightly because that might make him lose respect for you or treat you a certain type of way. And I'm not saying that it's right, but that's just something that happens when somebody does something or they do your deal breaker. So you do got to be careful with that too.
And you cannot play with your deal breaker because if you can stand on anything, stand on that because that's what you told yourself. I'm not dealing with this. So once you start dealing with it, what else you gonna deal with? Everything.
And sometimes, you want to know what's crazy though? the thing is, like, even when I was in a situation or whatever and a whole deal breaker thing happened, it wasn't even the fact that I started dealing with stuff. And I said that in another episode, like, you start dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. That didn't even happen to me. But what did happen to me was like, oh, so now you think I'm about to put up with the petty stuff because of, what's going on. And I'm not doing that either. Like, that's even more of a reason for you to exit stage left.
Yeah, I feel like you said, that should be the real key. Like, when you break your deal breaker, it's like, it's not like a flood of stuff coming. Yeah. It's like, they try to slide in all the extra minuscule
stuff. Yeah. You be like, why are you playing with me like that?
All right, I let one big thing go. You're not about to slide all this extra small shit.
Yeah. And then that's when you get more irritated because you like, I ate that big one.
Right. You feel me? I gave you one.
Right.
You don't have to keep playing
why
with me,
do you
bro?
think you get 1,000 mini ones? How did that? Where your math?
Yeah.
So
they don't get it.
They be making it add up somehow.
Why do either party, because we know we're not biased on this channel, why do either party act right for 1 week, act right 1 week, and then act up the next? And this has a lot to do with accountability because it's like, okay, I understand what I did wrong. I'm going to get it together. You're good for 1 week, and then you act out just for more in depth.
I feel like women I don't do it. I don't think women do it.
Oh, wow. Well,
I'm going to open up like that.
I'm going to speak for the women because women do it, I'm sure.
Yes.
You don't do nothing wrong.
My whole
yes,
thing
we
is,
do. But what I was going to say was I feel like not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, at least when I feel like it happened with me where I might have not acted right. And I think that me not acting right was really nagging is when I saw something done 1 week after we had a discussion about it, and then the next week you just like, or not even next week, it could be a month from now, a couple weeks from now, you're just not acting the same or you're not consistent, and that's when the nagging may have started or whatever, the arguing, whatever you want to call it.
I feel like maybe you can help us with this, Yasir, because I feel like that's the only complaint I feel like most men have about women is that we complain too much.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot.
Well, then I want him to explain it to me.
I'm going to keep it to being, that is a real main complaint. Like,
that's all y'all care about. Is us talking too much.
Yes.
I don't
because y'all be doing what y'all be doing.
This the whole thing. No, it's not just that we be doing what we doing. Men don't have the mental capacity to take in all this you talking about. Nobody cares that much as a man. Like, we don't have that. We don't have that much care in the world. For what I'm saying, like to really take.
Y'all don't care about how we feel.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? Men are logical. Females are emotional. We just can't comprehend all of that. That's what I'm saying.
But we explain it.
Right. We can't comprehend emotions. Emotions are personal. Logic is
universal. If you in this relationship with me,
that's what I was about to say.
It's personal for both of us.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Yes.
That's where men.
And then that's why.
But listen, but the thing is though, but I think that Yasir is right for the majority, but at the same time, that don't mean that got to be something you got to deal with. Because let me tell you one thing about me: when I'm emotionally talking, I'm understood.
I'm not saying it's impossible to understand. I'm just saying like when it comes to the nagging point, it's like, all right, get your point across. I heard you. You just keep going on. You keep going on about a point that I already understood. Listen, it's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not a magician. Like, you feel that way. Okay, I get that.
But this the thing, because you are a magician, right? Because y'all do be magicians, right? Because she just said y'all make the problem go away for a week.
Right.
Y'all act right for a week. Y'all know what to do. But then y'all come right back. I don't feel like being like that. I don't want to be on my good behavior. You already know me.
But do you feel like that?
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. I want to hear what you say.
Do you feel like that's something in their character? Maybe they didn't want to act like that in the first place. But I feel like if that's the case, then you got to be man enough to walk away yourself, though.
And don't sit there and act right for the week. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, right? See? Yeah. This is what y'all want to do. This is
accountability.
Yo, forget all this accountability stuff. This is really God cool week. They trying to get into our playbook, and I'm gonna I'm giving y'all hints.
We already know.
I'm giving y'all hints. You see this? It's little hints, but they trying to get deep into it. They acting crazy. Because when it boils down to it, that's what I'm telling y'all. A man can literally sit here and like feel and play his position.
What's your position?
Keep you happy.
What is it? Oh, but y'all don't do it because when we start complaining, that means we're not happy.
No. We do it for as long as we feel like. That's the whole point.
For a week.
That's however long it be.
What was you doing during that week? That's what I'm saying.
I've been minding my business.
Was you trying to make sure?
Was you
returning? Was you on? There you go. Was
but
you
that's
on your
what I'm
best
saying. If
behavior?
you don't never have a problem with nothing I do until I complain, I ain't complained all week because you've been doing what you were supposed to do.
No, it's not that. No. That's what I'm saying, right? Men.
I think I know where you're coming from.
There you go. Because this is where the point where it comes from. Men have emotions too. Men have feelings too.
Yeah.
We don't have to. We don't. But that's the whole thing. We just not females. So we're not going to be boisterous about it. We're not going to be negative about it.
Yeah.
But
so
you
it's
should
like
be comfortable enough to talk to me about.
No, it's not about comfortability. It's about a vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because it's like once I open up to the point where it's like I'm just giving you all of me, it's like now you really get to act and feel how you want.
And you want to know where the problem is, where the divide always coming at? When that happens, I see it all the time. It's the female is like, okay, he owe me this. He owe me to be on his best behavior, and I'm going to do the bare...
Because we took too much already.
But now you're going to do the bare minimum. And now he going to peep that you're doing the bare minimum. And now he about to sit there and be like, you doing the bare minimum for the week. I'm showing myself.
I've never
and it's
done
just
that.
like...
But no, that's the reality. No.
You fell back before, and it's not
I will fall back.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Fall back could be like not. It don't even got to just be bare minimum, but it could be falling back. I'm gonna pull back everything.
Why would I fall back if you falling back? If you're not doing.
But listen, but you're falling back while he's on his best behavior during that time.
No, he not.
No,
but during that week that you
that's
said he acting right.
Take this hypothetical. That's hypothetical.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
that's what I'm saying. During the week while I'm gonna be good,
because I'm already mad about whatever I'm mad about. So I'm already like, let me see what you do.
Yeah.
Or not even that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even saying. And that's what I'm saying. It could go vice versa, and that's what makes it so hard for men. Because it's like, all right, vice versa. All right, as you mad, so now I'm on my best behavior, and you like I'm making up for it, and it's like that'll make it an easy week.
So now you mad, and now I gotta be sorry. Now I make it up.
And that's what I'm saying. And now, or it's a good week now, vice versa. Now it's a good week, and you don't have no reason to be like, oh, all right, he just being good to me. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I need to be extra because he
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out my body. He already out his body. He already doing X, Y, Z. It's my week now.
And I want to see what it do. Yeah,
but that's why I always say.
And now it's like it's not clicking. Now from a man, it's like it's not clicking because in my head it's like that's the whole thing. This is where the whole 50-50 thing come in now. Because it's not a financial thing.
Yes.
We make it financial, we make it materialistic or transitional. In reality, it's reciprocation.
Yeah. No, literally.
Can you meet my energy? That's
literally.
And as a man, that's what I'm saying. It's not a whole bunch of men going to sit in front of the camera and be like, oh my God, this is what I want from y'all.
Right.
We don't want nothing from y'all for reality. We just like, damn, can you meet my energy? That's what I'm saying. But then when you you see a man hop in front of the camera and be like, oh, I want you to chew me next to the third, or I want you to do that third. Like now it's like, oh, he extra, he doing the most, and it's like now you all about sex. Where's my good behavior getting me?
Mm-hmm. But you'd be surprised where you would be if you was on good behavior from the jump.
You'd be surprised. Too much tea.
No. That's not too much tea because that's the point where I wanted to get to for the night. No, all this time I really want to get there because it's like right. At what point do females feel as though right? I gotta come off with the right energy.
Reciprocation.
But I feel like reciprocation. But the big thing is when you have those conversations and you sit there and you come to a resolution with an argument, both people need to be on the same page. It can't be one still mad. Yeah. If you decide to forgive your partner, that's why I'm so big on it. When you decide to forgive your partner, you need to really forgive your partner. That means don't sit there and act petty. That means don't sit there and say, oh, I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm going to have him put his back into it because he owe me. You feel like your partner owe you, you probably shouldn't be with that person. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because you're not going to give them that energy. Y'all never going to be on the line. And now it's going to keep the whole cycle with, oh, he owe me this week, I owe him next week, and this, that, and the third.
That's a fact.
Instead of somebody leaving, and maybe one of y'all just have to leave, or y'all need to be on one accord. So you going to forgive him, or you going to dip? Like, which one is it? Because I know somebody like me, and I'm going to just be honest, because I'm not going to make it seem like I'm somebody that just forgive everything, able to move on. No, when I feel like I can't forgive, I did. I'm so serious, because I know I'm going to bring it up. I care. Like, I care. So we don't even got to sit here and act like, and I know a lot of females try to play it cool. Be like, oh, no, I don't want to seem like I care. No, I forgive him, so I'm going to let it go. I forgive, and you could forgive and you could move on. Like, that's important to do, too.
I feel like otherwise, why else would you stay in it? Because if you want to sit there and torture somebody every day,
it's not even fair to them. It's not fair to them.
See? But then now, I'm going to speak from the woman perspective.
What's that?
Right.
And this is from the general woman, like I said, because y'all speaking from the diamond and the rough perspective. But in the general woman's perspective, like I said, women are just emotional. Yeah. They whole thing is they just want to be heard from an emotional point of view.
That's true too.
They don't give two flying fahooches about what their real point is. It's like, did you hear what I'm saying as far as emotional? Like I'm mad about something. That's it. I'm mad and you're not hearing me. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all don't do that. That's what I'm saying. And that's why.
But it's true though. I know what you mean.
For the sake of the content, I gotta make it be heard because it's like
just to talk.
Yeah, it's like.
And they want you to listen. I wouldn't expect that of somebody. Because I'm not about to do it.
Bless your soul then, because Lord, for the females that do that, y'all gotta cut it out.
But listen, you know what? Maybe I could put myself on a general real quick though. Because I do feel like sometimes people may think that you're talking just because you want to be heard. No, what he just described is talking just to want to be heard. You either understand me or you don't. Okay. Point blank, period. We're coming to the resolution. Okay, what are we getting out this conversation? What's the goal of this conversation? That's all I care about at that point. Right. If you don't want to hear me, you don't want to listen to me, that's on you. Like
solution-based only.
Yes, exactly. So that for the girls who want to be heard and you want them to just get up and do something today or tomorrow, talk to your friend. Ooh. Literally.
No.
But vent to your friend. That's what I mean.
Vent to your
friend. Talk to your right friend.
They don't got
like they don't got Raven. Like
let's get down to that.
And if they do, they not gonna listen.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, girl, you don't understand me either.
What about y'all though? Do y'all talk to y'all friends about?
I'm gonna keep it in me. No, we do.
Oh, you do.
And this the whole thing. It's to the point like this.
Friends,
the toxic females. You said what happened?
I know a lot of your friends now.
You know. Hold on. You know my North Philly friends.
Okay.
I'm from West Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
With a deep root down South Philly.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
The reality of it is what I'm saying. When it boils down to it, men and male friends, we have no choice but to be realistic with each other.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like, bro, you can't walk around with me, bro, with baggy jeans and nutty clothes on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let you know that. As a female, you're still gonna get talked to. So it's like, you look good, girl. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? You got your outfit from where you got it from. Do your thing. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it boils down to it, there's a lot going on in this video.
I'm cracking up.
But people gotta be real with themselves. That's the real root of all of this. You know what I'm saying? But the root of accountability is being real with yourself.
For sure.
Can you accept the fact that it's like, I can be wrong. I might have made a mistake. I'm human.
And I feel like that's another thing that keeps getting like popular, like along with the whole like, it's cute to be toxic. Like I don't apologize. If I feel like it's that way, then it's that. That is stupid as hell.
I don't want to be with nobody that don't apologize, because I'm not apologizing.
That's so unattractive. Like, thinking you're always
and that means that you don't take accountability. Point blank, period.
It's just very unattractive. Like, it's not cute. No one wants to deal with that. You're probably not going to end up in a long-lasting relationship that's healthy if you keep acting that way. But, you know, it's your life. And whatever you want, but I just think like that's crazy to continue as an adult to keep thinking like, I don't need to say sorry. Yes, you do. If you hurt somebody's feelings, if you hurt someone's emotions and you care about them, you should care how they feel. And if you did it, you should fix it. Period.
Dealing with other people. Or morals. No. That's some deep stuff.
We'll talk about that in another episode.
Completely another episode.
That's a whole joy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get on that topic, man. That's one of my topics too.
No, that's a real deep topic.
Yes.
You might see me again, because that's crazy.
Yeah, you want me back. You want me back. I got another question for y'all though. So, whose fault is it for the poor dating pool?
Females.
Dang.
Men.
All right,
Boys.
all right. Let's see where to start. You know what, Kira? Yeah, let's start with Kira first.
Oh.
Why is the male the issue?
Oh. Well, since you asked, right? It's male's fault because y'all don't know what the heck y'all want. Y'all get a good woman, don't know what to do with her. You get a thought, you don't. I know nobody says it anymore, but we're not cursing on here.
Yeah.
You get a little hoochie, whatever you want to call it. You don't know what to do with her either because you want to play with her too. Like, what are y'all doing? And then y'all don't. Oh, okay. You know, that somebody likes to have fun. And y'all play with them too. And it's like, everybody want love. Why do y'all play so much? Y'all play with this, y'all play with that. Y'all don't know what y'all want.
Who's everybody?
Y'all, men.
Everybody want love.
And then y'all are all like...
I'm confused. I don't think I'm
making sense right now.
No. You're not making sense. He said he's just saying that he doesn't think he's part of y'all, but at a point in your life, bro.
No. It's not just saying me. I'm speaking for them.
Okay, Real Guys Association. And why do you feel like you're speaking for them?
Because when we boil it down to it, it's just like this though. Love is like an strange topic. Like Baby 21 Savage, they said it best when they said like loyalty is really the key here. Me, like love is just a figment of imagination at this point.
I feel like 9 out of 10 women are loyal, so.
Dang. Ooh.
Nah.
Whoa.
8, 7. I'm gonna give it 7.
I'm gonna give it 5, 6.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry,
7.
bro.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I'm saying
The
too
girls
much.
be
I'm
out
gonna
here
keep
like
it a
that.
bean.
What?
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
What?
I don't know how me and Mo not closer, but she realer than real.
I guess this is all I know, so I'm like, what the
yeah, like where you be at? That's what I'm saying, right?
They
You
be
gotta stop
jolling.
watching. You watching 90210. You thinking this is California and all that?
It's
no.
not like that.
Zoe 101. You watch that? I mean, not us. Not us. Not us.
The song break is crazy, okay?
You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like because girls aren't loyal, that's why
You feel like men are loyal?
No. All right,
To women who are loyal? Do you feel like men are loyal to women who are loyal?
It's a lot of questions happening.
You gotta get to
okay.
So, all right. Do I feel like men are loyal to women who are loyal?
No.
That's
Rarely.
what you're asking? That's what you're asking me?
Rarely.
I'm asking is that's what you're asking me first.
That is what I asked.
Because you answered
I
and then why
You
you
might
answered.
answer.
She not that slick. What I'm saying is, though, to that question, I can't answer that. Because I can't speak for those type of men. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's like, if you're not loyal to a female who's loyal to you, you a special type of dude. And I'm not one of those type of dudes. I can't relate. So,
Well, then I need to talk to one of them because I need to understand.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well, wow, they not.
Me,
Yeah, like, what's your problem?
I'm keep.
I didn't even hear you.
So we would never know the answer.
We will
to
never
that question.
know.
Never know.
That's why I had to this is like a real rap. We ain't gonna never figure that out.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like I'm saying, me and my little brother, my best friend, figured that out like a minute ago. Like, bro, we can't understand stupidity. Stop trying to relate to it. Stop trying to comprehend it.
So
You gotta scoop down to that. We can't dumb ourselves down.
That's a fact.
If you hire, you hire.
So do you feel like
Right,
you've
right,
been
right,
loyal, like in all your relationships?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Do you feel like you've been loyal in all of your relationships? No. And do you feel like when you were unloyal, it was because they were unloyal to you?
No, I wouldn't say that either.
So then you
What
would
was
be
the
with the.
I wouldn't say no. I okay. Oh.
Yeah, because I'm saying
you
like
start breaking it down. All right, but no, look. I'm gonna put it like this though, because now I feel like you know what I'm saying, like what they say, like a mouse in a rat hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm stuck in a box. It's just like, yo, I didn't think of it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
But it's
I'm
like
saying.
no, it's like yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it from a female's perspective because the females have told me like, all right, you wasn't loyal in X, Y, Z situation. I wouldn't look at it like that, but that's how you look at it.
So
like,
you feel like it's to own one perception.
you feel what I'm saying? So it's like
But
I'm
how
not trying to get
wouldn't
too
you
deep
look
into
at it like that if you?
All right. So one situation is just like, but like within the week of us breaking up, I'm already moving on, do whatever I want. But then like within 2 weeks after that, we back in the situation again. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like to a female in the time frame, just like was we
That's
really,
crazy. Yeah.
do you feel what I'm saying? So it's like in my head, it's like
We wasn't
officially
together.
though, right?
Yeah.
And I don't gotta hear
But
that
I
either.
feel like that is a weird case when you get older. I feel like that's why we can't use that whole we break up for 1 week, we back together. Like, all right, you kids, you do little
Right,
whatever.
right,
but when
right,
you
right.
get older, we really gotta take that very, very serious because I'm telling you right now, if we break up and after a week you doing something, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
If
We
we,
was
especially if
supposed
we
to build a
got
life
time
together, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see now it's like you're like being older now. It's
But I
just
feel like I see your side too, though.
No, I feel both of the sides,
Yeah.
but it's like see now even still to now it's just like I mean I wouldn't be surprised. It's just like that's all like you have the option. It was a week. It's like you know how many hours is in a week. You had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of whatever you wanted.
And was it like an
if you
official
just-
breakup, or was it like we got into an argument, we decided to part ways? Because I feel
No,
like
no,
that's
it was official.
yeah. So
It was official.
yeah,
To me, though, the dating pool is not how it is because of loyalty. Because I've never honestly had a problem with loyalty.
Okay, so let me bring it back to that topic,
Yeah.
right? Because that was the whole premise of this conversation.
Yeah, it's
right now.
so many things.
The dating pool is messed up because of the females because females don't understand the power that they hold.
But right, and I agree with you. I 1,000% agree with you. But
Okay.
whose fault would that be? I feel like it's partially men's fault to blame.
How you
No.
gonna blame a man for not?
I feel like it's both
For a woman
people's
not knowing her
fault,
worth.
but I feel
I
like.
feel like it's both.
You can say both.
But no, not for a
you
woman
can't.
knowing their worth. A female, no, that's up to a female because
Right.
a man
That's
can't
what
tell
I'm
you
saying.
who you are. What?
And then I
anything
do
about
agree
what-
with that. Like, you need to figure it out before a man tell you.
Exactly.
And
Or
that's
even
what-
then, while you're dating, you need to be able to look at these attributes, look at who you are as a person, what you have to offer.
But sometimes you're so beaten down and you keep being. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm just
Right.
talking in general. All the girls I know, like they question themselves because they're like, wait, like I keep getting treated like this. I get getting treated like that, and I'm just like,
and this is the hard
that's
conversation
difficult.
that people
to
don't want to
navigate.
That's my man.
And And this is actually a
But
little boy.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not even.
My little
no,
brother.
No,
It's my little brother, y'all.
I'm not a little boy. I'm just a little bit. Say no. But listen, I'm just being honest. This is a conversation that everybody hates. You keep going through the same thing. It's something going on. For example, right? You did something for somebody, not you, obviously, but
in general.
in general, you did something for somebody, right? He did you dirty. You did it again for the next person. He did you dirty. This is at the same stopping point too. This is not no girlfriend. This ain't no wife. This ain't no we living together. This ain't no all of that extra stuff.
Right.
You just doing stuff.
It's just you.
And they keep and you keep getting into that same exact cycle, but
That's
you
a
keep
fact.
doing the same
Pound
exact
town.
thing.
Just love pound town.
And that too. And that's another reason. You giving it up. You giving him money. You giving him this. You giving him that. Trying to shelter him, take care of him, fix all his problems and stuff like that. And the whole time he not even catering to you. But you keep doing the same thing to each person.
But it could
What's your
make the
name,
person
Beyonce?
question her,
I didn't
right?
think so. It's just catered to you.
Regardless, a man, well, I guess that's anybody will keep accepting something that's benefiting them. And then
Yeah.
be
Amen.
like, I
Yeah.
didn't appreciate none of that. Bye.
I don't think
So
that.
I guess that's our fault, ladies.
I mean, I don't know.
Stop
I
doing
guess
stuff.
Yasir can
you
still
go.
say that, but I wouldn't even say it that way. I wouldn't be that harsh on it. I just feel like you have to recognize it though, because
See?
the first time I get it,
See,
but the first, second,
now
third,
you being light skinned because you just being rigid about it.
because
What
the
if-
first time people make mistakes. Like the first time, I'm not gonna say that that's completely your fault.
You
But
might be
the
being
second-
yourself.
Yeah, but the second, third, and fourth, we gonna be like, hello, like,
Oh,
what was you
right.
doing?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like, it takes something to happen to you for you to learn.
There you go.
So you need that lesson.
Not for sure.
So
Yeah.
lesson is, ladies, don't let nobody take advantage of you. If you a diamond, know you a diamond in the beginning.
Tuh.
If it take one time to figure it out, figure it out.
Not
And then
the
I
third.
guess we just
They're
need
not
to
the
get
third.
it
Don't let
together
it
because
be the
men are
third.
not accountable.
Even when we get the no, I ain't say that.
Right.
They're accountable for different
listen,
things.
if
Just
he
not
good at
that.
what he do, let him get the second chance, but not the third. If you let him get the third, it's like you burned out.
Wait, so real quick though, how is
What's up?
women knowing their worth? What is that? How is that related to the dating pool? Please explain. I just want him to explain it.
Okay, yeah, let's see from his point of view
Yes,
compared to mine.
Thank you, because I'm gonna put it straight like this. if the female control majority rules, if the females control the majority number of the dating pool, how do y'all decisions not influence how the men react? Because this is what another key aspect that a lot of females keep overlooking. Y'all do and move y'all lives around off of men attraction. Like how men move and do around female attraction.
And right now the females drawing, but the females is drawing.
We draw.
For us, they're drawing, so that's why they move.
No, but men draw too. But that's what I'm saying.
But y'all drawing.
No, but y'all have your priorities straight. A
Yeah,
woman, just like how it's a common thing to be like, oh, he called, girl, I'm going him.
But what you
and
say?
They leave their whole day brunch, whatever we had going on.
Because what I just tell y'all, it's about y'all friends.
That's crazy.
It's about y'all friends.
Y'all would never. Y'all rarely.
We don't have a choice. No, we don't. No, that's what I'm telling you. As a friend, we don't have a choice. It's like, as a man, I'm gonna tell my friend, like, bro, you just sat here and told me you couldn't pay a cell phone bill. Why are you about to take her out?
Yeah.
As your friend, bro, I'm gonna tell you that.
Though.
As a man,
that's
I'm
true,
gonna
though.
be able to just be real with you, like, bro,
That's
you
true.
just sat here and asked me for $50. You're not about to
That's
use my $50 to take her out.
Right.
You're not about to use my $50 to make sure you go have some sex.
Right.
Be a man, bro. Go make my $50 back first. Then go ahead and do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is humbling for a man.
Yeah.
Females don't have those type of humbling situations with their friends.
Depends on who you're friends with.
Kira be ready to out me.
That's what,
she can't stand
though,
me.
but that's the key though. That's what I'm saying. That's the real key though.
I be like, Kira.
Is your friends gonna be able to shut you down? Is your friends gonna be able to humble you? Is your friends gonna be able to put you in your place? Because that's what's gonna be able to set you up for a stable person in the dating pool. I couldn't get it out. Because that's why the dating pool is so messed up. Because that's the whole reason why females think that men so messed up. Because men know how to play their game. Females don't. So we know how to get sex and keep it pushing. We know how to.
We could.
Y'all don't want to, right? Like,
but we don't want to.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's not y'all.
Yeah.
That's not y'all game.
Sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not my game.
Right. Sometimes. That's like
that's not my game.
Even with that, I'm saying, even with that, the number's probably still like 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still outnumber us that bad.
Yeah.
It's dying every day, getting booked every day. The quality men is dropping. It's the quality, real quality. You know what I'm saying? A men with
and I feel like that's really the
stable.
root of the problem with the dating pool.
I feel like
is that the
both.
quality men is like.
It's
the
both
ratio
though.
Is crazy. No,
but
it's
the
way
quality,
more quality
but
women.
listen, bro,
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all too. I'm gonna give the females their grace, but if y'all really want me to break it down for y'all, I can get into it.
What? All right, give me.
It's way.
Think in your head. Think in your head. 10. You should be able to think of 10 quality women right now in your head.
Ooh.
10. See? Exactly.
That's not
give
real.
me 10.
Yo.
But I can't even tell you two men.
Oh my God! I wish you had a big T-shirt.
I don't even
She need a
care.
T-shirt
But
that you can hang from
really,
like up here.
Because
it's like, oh my God, she only 16. She's going crazy right now.
Because you really trying to sit here and vouch for these females that we come on, bro.
They don't even like us.
That's what be confusing.
Yeah, like we don't have
Mo, like
because
real rap.
like the problem
That's
is
the perfect thing.
The problem is the females.
It's still vouch for the majority of females.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm saying I wouldn't even do that. I'm saying, you see,
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
a girl's
I'm
girl.
gonna sit here and took the female side at a point in time because it's like I'd rather vouch for y'all before I vouch for.
Yeah, but I'm not doing
I
that.
can't speak for
Because you
these
can't.
dumbass.
Because they're
I
terrible.
could understand a female a little bit because it's like I understand y'all emotional.
Exactly.
Like, guys supposed to be logical and still do nut stuff, but
listen,
females are emotional and then still move smarter.
This is the issue with
Where
the
are we
dating
going
pool.
wrong, guys?
This is the issue. It's both. And I don't care what neither one of y'all say, it's both. It's the females wanting a certain type of guy
that don't exist.
It's not even that don't exist. A lot of these girls these days, they just want guys with money, cute, tall, money.
That's the problem.
It.
That's where you go wrong.
It's literally nothing. And a guy, if they cute, tall, with money, then that's how they're gonna act, and they're gonna do the bare minimum. That's why. That's why
honestly,
and if guys see that bare minimum is helping do the
got a lot of money. Definitely cute.
Look at him, and that's all right. Look, hey, pick me. Like, what the hell?
Pick me, never. I mean, you looking good, just got paid out there.
Just gotta put it out there sometimes. I understand.
Oh yeah, me though. The key in life, you take nothing personal. That's the whole thing about people in even the dating scene. We so sensitive. We sensitive on top of the fact that it's a poor dating pool.
Yeah, that's true.
How you gonna sit here and take somebody else's traumas personal? Oh, you messed up, so now I gotta go ahead and figure out my life again. What? No. You just had a bunch of stuff going on with you. Yeah. I hope you feel better.
Even know what you're talking about.
I hope you feel.
But no, what he's saying is he's talking about taking on people's trauma. He's saying
right, there you go.
Oh, now you all messed up because you want to connect with this person.
Yeah.
And you was fine.
Yeah. So that's why, just like I said, remember the other day I was like, not saying this was her, but I'm saying the other day I literally was like, sometimes you just gotta say, oh dang, that's messed up. I'm gonna pray for you. That's your situation.
That's hard to say,
I'm
too.
an empath.
Yeah, but no, bro. We don't have to take on everybody's stuff. That is not our job.
No, I learned how to not. I just learned.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's a new skill set for me. Like
that's this month.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say all that, but she done said it herself.
I'm still learning.
I'll cut it out.
I'm still learning.
Maybe.
It's hard because it's just like when you think about it, it's just like overall, because a person like me, I realize like money don't really mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
All that stuff is like it's trivial.
And
so
then
it's like
9 times out of 10, like as someone who pays their own bills, like all of them, that don't like. That's nice that you make all that money. What you about to do for me? And I don't really even want you to do for nothing for me.
It's just like, well, what are you willing to do? I just want you to treat
me nicely. But like y'all be full of crap.
And that's why I say the sacrifice. That's why I say about the sacrifice.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, well, what are you really like able to like willing to do for me? It's like,
how you gonna change my life? Show me.
And that's what I'm saying. It's my whole thing is like not even how you want to change my life, because as a man perspective, it's like, well, what are you willing to add to my life? What are you willing to just like say like I'm important enough to that?
What you willing to add to my? That's how I look at it. What you willing to add?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I look for. How would you add to my life?
I mean,
money or not? Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Because I've met people with less money that are willing to do more for me and go out their way more for me than a man with money. He just cocky because he makes some money. What that help me with?
They call that poor man sex.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we can only let people get to a certain point, and we can try to hold people accountable as much as possible. But want them to hold themselves accountable as much as possible. But we also need to hold ourselves accountable and realize, like, hey, this is the situation you coming from. This is how you act. This is how you been acting. We just in a talking stage. So maybe I shouldn't move to the next step. Maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship with you. Get married to you. Have kids with you. Oh, the whole nine.
I think
be careful.
A big key of it is hold yourself accountable to grow. You know better, you do better.
That's true.
Right? That's true. So like, just like we were saying earlier, like, okay, you've been through this situation 1, 2, how many times?
Right.
All right. Now, after you done been through it, you can't really sit there and blame nobody else. Blame yourself, because you keep going through the same thing. How many times you need to learn this lesson? Because it's going to keep popping up.
Right.
So I think that's a big part of it. Just like hold yourself accountable. Okay, I know better. You know what? I know better. Let me move on. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Hey, you ready to do it the right way?
Well, that was a lot of great conversation. A little hostile, a little bit.
It had to get how it had to get.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was good. And I just would like to thank you both for coming on here. You'll definitely see them both again. Most likely going to see them at the same time again, too, because
this was a cool matchup.
Yeah, it was good. I would like to thank everybody for watching, and make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? So make sure you hit that button there.
Get with it or get lost.
Oh, yes. And make sure that you follow these two on Instagram. I'll link that down below. And
Yaddi
that's that. See you next Thursday.